The 1st of March 2026, the chairman of Ahoada West, Honorable Eugene Chita Epele, came to my house unannounced and he met my mother. He came to my house with his younger brother, Monday Chita Epele, his driver, and then the leader of the house, Ahoada West. They came to the house, met my mother in front, and he told my mother that I have the mind to post Odioku's school on social media, that I did all that to damage his image online. So my mommy did not really get what he was saying because she's not aware of the social media post I made. So he then now told my mother that since I want to damage his image online, that he's going to deal with me and let him see who will then come. I was inside our shop in the front of our house there. Then his younger brother, Monday Chita Epele, cited me and the chairman told him, go and deal with that girl. That's how Monday pushed my zinc gate. My mom was standing beside it. With that force that he used his hand and hit on my mom's sleeves that recently had accident and the wound has not fully healed. She started bleeding from her mouth. At that point, Monday dragged me, started beating me in my compound. Then my mommy shouted for help. My neighbors came out, and then at some point that he was now strangling my neck, that he wants to kill me as the chairman instructed him. He then carried a shovel that is also in my house to hit me. That's when Kakoro Ghost Time rushed Monday Chita and collected the shovel from him. So that's what happened. I worked for the chairman as one of his media aides until Sunday that he then sacked me. Yes, I worked for the chairman. And for the things that he has been doing as a chairman, like when he constructed a borehole in the community, I was the one that recorded and also posted in my platform telling him thank you for doing that work in my community.
Joining us now is our correspondent, Biola Festus.
Biola, good morning and thanks for joining us on Breakfast Central this morning. Can you give us an update of the situation concerning Ogadinma Minie and what you found out from your report?
Good morning over there. Well, let me first of all say that Ogadinma is not a teenager. Well, that has been the speculation given appearance. Ogadinma is a young lady who is a graduate already, and she told me yesterday that she was actually on a master's degree. So that aside, now I've been to the school that she posted, and we can match the visual, the situation we saw on the ground yesterday at the school with what Ogadinma posted. And there is no difference from what she posted and what we saw on the ground yesterday. Well, we've also been trying to get the chairman to respond to all these allegations leveled against him. But after a meetup on Monday, he declined on the camera interview. We had met up to have the issue discussed, but he later told me he wasn't going to grant the interview on that. So Ogadinma has said she will not renege on her course to seek justice on this matter. It would also interest you to note that she has taken the matter to the civil society organizations, which held a press briefing yesterday on it, and they have given an ultimatum to the Nigerian police force to call the chairman of Ahoada West for questioning and, of course, to answer to these allegations leveled against him. So Ogadinma has currently left her home to a place she called safer, because she said to me that she feels threatened. She feels like her life is in danger if she continues to stay in her home, in her own community. Yesterday, while we were also at the community, we had many security concerns. I could count numbers of locals telling me you have to be careful if you're in this community and you are talking about this issue, which I will bring forth later in the day for our audience to view. So we were there in the community, and many people, just many people, refused to talk to us. Even some that told us in confidence that they saw what happened, they were there. It's an open community, it's an open place. The house that the incident allegedly took place is just on the road where you have public vehicles moving around. In fact, almost at the center of that community, because it's at a T junction. So it's possible for many people to have witnessed it. But when we sought to speak with them, they said no, that if they do, they may not sleep in their houses that night. In fact, the three persons that agreed to speak with us, when we were leaving, they said they also have to leave the community that night, because if the news comes out, they may not be able to make it to the next day. In their words, that was what they told me. So this matter has been on the front burner of discussion in the state, and of course, many condemnation have followed. What is now left is for the accused to come forth and say his own part. Of course, we've tried to reach him, but he declined.
Okay. I mean, in that interview you had with Ogadinma, she also mentioned that she used to work with the local government chairman. So we want to believe that there's a relationship of some sort in terms of the local government chairman knows her, and she also knows him. And ordinarily, one wonder, okay, why didn't she just, ask him one-on-one, what are you going to do about the school? Was she, in your conversation with her, did you find any form of her wanting to soil the name of the local government chairman, as it has been mentioned?
Because his aide said it was political.
Yes. Or was she just out of her feelings? She just felt, listen, I need to really talk about this because the school is in a deplorable state. What did you detect?
We actually had this conversation yesterday, and she told me that this had no political coloration, that she just wanted to post the school she studied from. I went to the school and they told me that she was their SP girl in her days at the school. So she said she just wanted to talk about her school. Then I asked her, since the local government chairman is your boss, is your employer, why didn't you bring this to him, given the fact that he is the #1 citizen of that community, being the local government chairman? And she said she had told the principal about it, and the principal said the chairman told him, that's the principal, that the rebuilding or renovating a secondary school is not under the purview of a council chairman, but that of the state government. So she said she already knows what it is, and she posted it on social media to get public sympathy and, of course, to create awareness. Perhaps good-minded individuals could come to the aid of the school, because the school actually, from what I saw, is in dire need of renovations.
And that brings me to my question, Biola, because you were at the school, and she said, like Ogadinma said, goal was to bring attention to the state of the public school in Ahoada West local government, that particular school. What did you see, and what's the state of the infrastructure there, the learning environment? Could you share with our viewers what you witnessed from visiting that school?
From the footage we gathered on our investigation yesterday, the school lacks teachers. I was told by the head girl in the school, she actually spoke to me with the permission of her mother. She told me that the school has just 6 teachers. And of course, we know that a secondary school offers nothing less than 12 subjects. Now, 6 teachers jostling between 12 subjects. You can imagine what that is. I mean, this is a secondary school that ought to have arts and science students. So when it's time to learn, both art and science come together in a classroom to learn. That brings me to the state of the classroom itself. Now, I was inside that classroom. I mean, I could just walk in from anywhere into a classroom in the school and nobody stops me. Even at that, I had to get the permission of the school authority to do my investigation and report on the school. But anybody could walk into the school. While we were there, we saw lots of content creators just walk into the school, take videos. And I mean, I was surprised when I was in a video of one of them yesterday. So the school is that porous. It's not fenced. It's not, there's nothing to protect even the little infrastructure they have. And of course, there are no desks in the classroom. Students literally sit on the floors and on the windows to learn. So the school is in a poor condition and it needs attention, no doubt.
Thank you so much, Biola Festus, for bringing us updates on this. It's an open space that's left for the local government chairman, Mr. Pele, to do well to speak with us. Hopefully, he will be watching, and his media team or his aide will speak to him to do well to come to the front of the camera and clear the air. But we want to applaud you for the great job you've done. And we look forward to hear more. I'm sure you'll be on the 12 report with the updates as well. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Biola.